Today, we're diving into something really interesting, that uncanny ability some people have to just see more. We're talking about being deeply, intuitively observant, in a way that goes way beyond just paying attention.
Does this sound familiar? You know that feeling that you're just picking up on all these extra layers of information in every conversation, every room you walk into? The tiny shifts in tone, the unspoken feelings, details that just seem to blow right past everybody else? And right here, this is the most important thing to get. If anyone's ever told you you're reading too much into things or that you're too sensitive, this one's for you. Because what you have isn't a flaw, it's actually a really finely tuned skill. You're not making things up, you're just noticing more.
So, okay, what's really going on here? This isn't just some random personality quirk. It's actually rooted in your brain's wiring. Specifically, it's tied to a really powerful kind of intelligence that deals with the most complicated data set out there. You know, human beings.
And this is the engine that's driving your perception, emotional intelligence. Think about it like this. Most people are just reading the words on a page, but you're analyzing the font, the spacing, the weight of the paper, and the author's real tone. You're getting the whole story, the data behind the data.
This really breaks it down perfectly. See, a lot of people operate right here, on the surface, just processing what's literally being said and done. But perceptive people? No, you're constantly decoding everything happening underneath, the subtext. That's where the real story is.
All right, so how does this superpower of yours actually show up in real life? We're about to break down 5 key signs. Think of them as the evidence, the proof that your perception is just operating on a whole different level.
So here we go. These are the 5 big indicators of this amazing perceptive power. Let's get into them.
First up, you walk into a room and you just feel it, right? The atmosphere is almost a physical thing for you. You can feel the tension, you can feel the joy, you can feel the awkwardness way before anybody says a single word.
It's like this little internal alarm goes off. You're in a meeting, maybe at a family dinner, and boom, something shifts. You might not even know why yet, but you know for a fact the emotional energy in that room just did a complete 180.
This is you feeling that friction in a so-called calm discussion. It's you noticing the exact moment someone's smile becomes totally fake. And, of course, it's hearing the hesitation in a yes that tells you their entire being is screaming absolutely not.
Okay, sign number 2. You're basically a human lie detector, but it's not just about lies, it's about any inconsistency. You see the conflict between the words someone is saying and what their body is screaming.
Oh, this is a classic, isn't it? You've seen it a million times, that polite, social smile that doesn't come anywhere near their eyes. To most people, it's nothing. To you, it's a giant flashing sign telling you what's really going on inside their head.
Yeah, you're an expert at catching these things. That split-second frown when they're supposed to be happy for someone. The way a person literally crosses their arms and leans away at the exact moment they say, "I completely agree." These are huge signals that most people just don't see.
Now, this one's a little more next level. It's not just about what you see and hear. It's about what you don't see and hear. You just instinctively know that the things people leave out of a conversation are often the most important parts.
This is such a perfect example. You're in a group, and there is a massive elephant in the room that everyone is just tiptoeing around. And you don't just see the elephant. You can feel the incredible amount of energy everyone is using to pretend it's not there.
You're just skilled at this stuff. You hear the deafening silence around a certain topic. You know when "that's interesting" really means "that's the worst idea I've ever heard." You're basically a real-time translator for vague speak. Sign number 4 is all about your memory. Your brain isn't just noticing these details in the moment, it's cataloging them, filing them away for later. You build this incredibly rich, detailed profile of people based on hundreds of tiny observations over time.
And sometimes it probably surprises you, right? You'll just pull out this tiny detail, their favorite snack, a story they told once, the name of their dog, and you wonder, how on earth did I store that? It's because to your brain, every piece of data could be important.
See, these details aren't just random trivia, they're data points. Remembering a coffee order builds rapport. Connecting a comment from last month to today's problem gives you critical insight. Noticing a tiny change in someone's routine, that could be the first sign that something's up.
And that brings us to number 5, where everything we've talked about comes together. You don't just see one-off details. You're a master at connecting the dots over time. You're a pattern recognition machine. This is where your perception starts to feel almost predictive. You've seen the pattern, so you can anticipate what's coming next. You know the sequence, first to get quiet, then the tone shifts, and then comes the bad news.
It's not magic, it's just high-level data analysis happening in your head.
So let's pull all this together. What does it all mean? It means your brain is running some seriously sophisticated software. This isn't a glitch that makes you overthink. It's a premium feature.
And that is the biggest takeaway. You have to stop thinking of your deep perception as some kind of a burden. It's not. It's the signature of a complex and powerful form of intelligence, one that lets you understand the world with incredible depth and clarity.
This ability allows you to connect with people more deeply, to lead with more empathy, to navigate tricky situations with a grace that other people can't even imagine. So the only real question left is, now that you know you have this superpower, how are you going to use it?